I survived 100 days in Minecraft 1.20. This new update consists of new blocks, camels, and even different styles of armor. And I'm gonna try to find every new feature this update offers and attempt to beat the game in the process. Can I do it? Stick around to find out. I spawned in and started breaking a tree. Progressed by making a crafting table and a wooden pickaxe. I then grabbed some stone to make a stone axe to assault some animals. Oh nice, a village. So I decided to start robbing the place. Finally, a chest. I stole some more loot from the village and briefly murdered an innocent citizen. Hopefully the iron golem isn't mad. The day was coming to an end, so I spent the night in the village. For day 2, I went exploring to find some new 1.20 features. I killed your mom and admired the landscape. Found a large crack. I made a boat and traveled across the sea. Oh nice, a shipwreck. Which is where I found a coast smithing template, which is a new item, and some other useful objects. I started rowing my boat more and stumbled across a chest containing an enchanted fishing rod. Another ship had sunk, so I looted it and got myself a buried treasure map. So I did what any other person would do and find that chest. When I found it, it was filled with lots of useful loot. And after a day's worth of rowing, I got some sleep in a hole. I started exploring the world a bit more, and I found a jungle. So if I get bamboo and get a crafting table and put it in, okay, not like that. Ah, there we go. A block of bamboo, which is our second new item from 1.20. Climb this mountainous terrain and found a creeper. Oh my god, this jungle goes on forever. So to cure my boredom, I rowed a boat down a tree. I strolled past a lava pool and mined a little bit of iron. The sun was setting, so I decided to dig myself a little hole to spend the night. I started smelting the iron and started making tools and armor, then fell asleep. I got attacked by a zombie, then did some more rowing, and that's quite big. I found another portal at the bottom of the ocean, found another shipwreck, and broke my game. But when the game unbroke, I discovered 2 more coast smithing templates. Finally found some land, then spotted a desert village. Again, I became a robber, and then I found, oh my god, no way. We just found another new feature, camels. I can sit on it, however, I can't move it because I need a saddle. I then placed the bed next to my girlfriend and went to sleep. I found a giant cave and chopped some trees down. Then decided to renovate 2 desert houses into 1 house, and put some spare loot that was taking up my inventory in a chest. For the next few days, I decided to go try get some ores, and it's a skeleton. So I grabbed some coal, and then I mined some iron. Okay, I'm getting jumped by zombies. Then I started to mine down to deep slate. I found some lapis, some more iron, and then found my first diamonds. We got 3, let's go. And after a few days underground, I started to head up the giant staircase. Why is there a flying villager? And then I kicked the villager out of my bed so I can sleep. I started to farm some sugar canes and went exploring, and found an acacia village. I grabbed some hay bales for bread and came back home because it was getting dark. The next day, I started to go back down to get some ores. I found some gold and took ages finding some more ores. But then, I heard some spider noises and found a mob spawner. I killed some spiders and I broke the spawner because I was an idiot. I started looting it and found a golden apple and a name tag. Then found 2 more golden apples and a saddle. Guess what I'm gonna use that saddle for? Killed some more spiders and started to get some more iron and more spiders. Then I found a lush cave biome. I am not going that way, there is too many mobs. And not that way. So I trapped myself in a box and I escaped back up the staircase to the surface. And the flying villager is back. And I have a visitor. I smelted some iron and started exploring in one direction to find a jungle. Eventually I found a jungle, but unfortunately it was so small. But luckily it had some bamboo. I got some coal and headed back and went to sleep. I started farming the bamboo and then I crafted a shield. I then got attacked by a bunch of mobs. Headed into some caves and found some diamonds. And more diamonds. And found a massive lush cave. Found another diamond and fell off. But quickly boxed myself in to stop mobs, and then made it back up to my house. And I lost the camel. I killed a creeper, and then I farmed some bamboo, made a bucket and filled it with water, and made my first bamboo planks. And then I made myself a diamond pickaxe, tamed a horse and it was quite speedy, and got the rest of the diamonds to make an axe and a helmet, and ended the day by chopping down some mangrove trees for wood. The next day I just started exploring and came across a nether portal, so I lit the portal and went in the nether. And then I came back out and started more exploring till the end of the day. I farmed some more bamboo and crafted a few more bamboo blocks. I started flattening the land by placing a bit of dirt to make a house, and started the construction of the house by making bamboo frames, and then went to sleep. But while I was asleep, Minecraft announced something crazy soon coming to 1.20. So I was like scrolling through Twitter and Mojang tweeted the archaeology update coming to Minecraft in the next snapshot. So hopefully during these 100 days we see all the new archaeology features Minecraft offers. Anyway, back to day 19, where I started building more of my insane pro house. I made some bamboo plank slabs and decided to make a little bridge so I don't have to walk all the way around this massive cave to get to my house. The cow just... okay. Oh my... that was close. And there we go, we have this cool bridge. I do need to add some more detail though. Like before, I started the next few days building my bamboo house and crafted some bamboo stairs to make an entrance. I then started decorating the floor with mangrove logs. On the bottom I made a little sugarcane farm so I can grow my own crops at my house. And after a couple days of building, I rewarded myself with a well-earned sleep. I collected some more bamboo and started making the floor of my house out of bamboo planks. I gathered some oak logs to make some structure to my house. Added a front door, I smothered some sand to make some windows, and stained them green, and placed them. I started on a section of the roof out of hay bales, and it turned out pretty well. I made this cool pattern on the side of the house. The next couple days I started finishing the roof of my house. I decided to do it out of bamboo slabs. Eventually I found a nice design for the roof, and it is finished. So I started furnishing the house until I spotted some trespassers on my land, so I decided to execute them. Once I did that, I grabbed my bed, and since it was going dark, I spent my first night in the new house. I grabbed some sand and crafted some sandstone. I made some fences on the side of the bridge so I don't accidentally fall off, and I made a bamboo path to the house. At the bottom of the house, I filled the spare space with another farm and added some glass panes at the bottom for decoration. Then stared at the sunset as it was my 25th night of this challenge, where tomorrow I go out adventuring looking for some more 1.20 features. My journey had begun. I took my horse and started traveling across biomes looking for a new land. Okay, right, look at this. This has got to be a new 1.20 feature. Horses can swim. Well, bounce. Eventually, I came across a village and straight away accidentally assaulted a villager. I then came across a second village not too far from the other. It was getting dark, so I decided to spend the night in this family's home. But the next morning, I started heading back after an unsuccessful trip, and ended this day by crafting some paper. So I want to go to the nether, but I need some more protective armor, so let's go mining. A mine shaft? Oh my. I keep only getting one diamond from each vein. A skeleton tried shooting me, so I turned into Genji from Overwatch and deflected the arrow. Grab some iron while we're here, and I came out into a mangrove forest, and eventually found my way home to the desert. I made myself a pair of diamond leggings and boots. I collected some obsidian from a lava pool, and then struggled to craft an enchantment table. I ended up enchanting my diamond armor just to level 1 for some extra protection. I enchanted my diamond pickaxe, and then went in the nether, but came back out to grab myself a golden helmet because you know what piglins are like. I spawned in quite high up and was spending ages trying to look for a fortress or a bastion, but after a lot of Minecraft hours I found a bastion, which in the next few minutes it nearly put my hardcore world in complete danger. I started looting a chest and got attacked by one of the brutes, which dealt 5 hearts of damage with 1 hit. So I boxed myself in like I usually do and escaped. I decided to go back down there when I feel more prepared and ready. It was time to add some trims to my armor. So after figuring out with my friend which color to make the trim, we chose...
yeah, actually no, gold.
And it looked pretty cool. After the helmet, we decided to go for the blue on the leggings. I could have done the boots, but I chose not to because I need to find some more ores for the colors. That really took a whole day, so I went to bed. I woke up to a wandering villager trying to sell me items. I farmed some wood to make some fences for animal pens, and lured some sheep in the pen, and grabbed some cows from the village and lured them over to the pens as well. There we go. Added some house decoration with carpet and some plant pots. Then fell asleep to the sound of sheep and cows. I made a small animal pen for my house. for my house for my horse and put him in it. I sheared some sheep and then some leaves to put around my house for some decoration. I did some farming and made some bamboo blocks to make a fishing dock. So for the next few days I started fishing and did some more farming, bred some animals and finished the day off by fishing. I still have an iron chest plate, so I need to go mining again. So for the next hour in real life I decided to try find as many diamonds as possible, and after spending multiple days underground it was so worth it. Oh my god. And once I had finished my mining trip, I came out in the middle of an ocean, but eventually made my way back with 32 diamonds. So Minecraft released a new Snapshot, so let's just a brush. I don't really know how to use them, but I'll figure it out like at some point. However, there's something much more important than the archaeology features, the pink blossom biome. So I decided to go searching for it. If you didn't know, when you switch versions, all the chunks you haven't been to can generate the new features. Anyway, trying to find this biome was a really bad decision. So I started heading off in a new direction. I found a ruined portal and traveled even further, and eventually found 2 more code smithing templates in a shipwreck. At this point, I started heading back since I had traveled a total of 8,000 blocks from my house. You can see how fuming I was on Twitter, which you should follow. And on the way back, I tamed some doggos and finally saw my desert village in the distance. I also lost my dogs on the way somehow, but I guess I'll turn up. Another feature Minecraft added in the new Snapshot is the Sniffer, a friendly mob that does something with seeds. So I decided to go exploring trying to find some Sniffer eggs, but I came home to name a name tag, join my Discord, which you should definitely do, and headed off again. Slept on the way at a village, found the desert temple, and looted it. Then I found another temple and also looted that one. I then found a desert village and finally found another camel. I went to sleep before I rode the camel all the way home. After days of traveling, I finally made it home. I created a pen for the camel and it had to be 2 fences high because camels can walk over 1. And then I put some diamond horse armor on my horse that I found from the temple. I decided to craft a hanging sign, which is a new 1.20 item. I placed a sign outside my door, and that was my phone, and placed another where my animals are kept. I started to farm some melons and decided to make a roof over the animals and started to collect some bamboo, which was oddly satisfying. Then finished the roof out of bamboo planks and some oak leaves. Now the house does not look bad whatsoever. The day was coming to an end and it was pouring it down with rain, so I decided to go to sleep. I decided I wanted to go to the Nether again to try find a fortress, so I grabbed some obsidian and made a brand new portal closer to my house, hoping to spawn near a fortress, but I didn't. I spent the next 2 days basically trying to find a fortress, which was quite annoying, so I need a better way on trying to find a fortress somehow. I made some bookshelves and slaughtered a few cows. Then I went to sleep. I made a ladder up to a mangrove tree and built a spruce platform for an enchantment table. We still need a few more bookshelves though, and I created a bamboo path over to the treehouse. I decided once again to try and find a nether fortress, and after hundreds of blocks of traveling, I saw a glimpse of nether brick through the fog. I found a blaze spawner quite quickly and started killing blazes for blaze rods. Once I had gotten a fair amount of blaze rods, I started heading back to the portal and killed a ghast on the way and made it back without dying. For the next day, I did some farming and some breeding, which was about it, but woke up to explore a nearby jungle I spotted in a different direction. I soon lost track of time and ended up strolling through the desert at night where there were tons of hostile mobs, but eventually I made it back. I need some ender pearls for Eyes of Ender for the end portal, so I went mining for some gold so I can trade for pearls with piglins. After I had gotten a bit of gold, I headed back up and added some vines to the interior of my house for some decoration. I started to trade with a piglin and got 4 pearls from them. I used up all my gold, so I had to start killing endermen for pearls, and started getting a few until I nearly died. Oh my god, I'm very low. But finally, I got a 12 pearl and then decided to head back. For the next day, I forgot to record, but all I did was give my camel an awesome name and spent the day getting a mending villager. I think it's time to go to the stronghold, so I grabbed some more pearls from some endermen that I had killed, and I basically spent the whole day doing that, and then I went to sleep. I made a bow, I enchanted it and got an insane enchantment, made some Eyes of Ender, and started heading towards the way it went. I threw some more and came across a village. On the way, I explored another temple, came across a ruined portal, and found another desert village to settle down in. After spending a day at the village, I eventually found the stronghold, and I killed a skeleton. Came across a few mobs, like this creeper. I found a chest with another smithing template and some food. Another chest and some diamonds, a pearl, and a chestplate I won't need. I entered a library and mined some bookshelves for books and came across some insane enchantment books and another smithing template. And another chest with a third smithing template. Eventually, I found the end portal room and I can't believe how long it took. Killed a few silverfish and it was time. My first aim was to obviously take out all the end crystals on the towers with my bow, which took a while cause I suck at the bow. Once I finally got them all out, I started critting the dragon out from the side with my sword. It didn't do too much damage, but I was getting there quite slowly. But as the dragon was coming down to perch, I started to crit the dragon out from the side, and... oh my... Unfortunately, I did not reach my goal of day 100, however, I think I explored quite a lot of what 1.20 will be like. We just found another new feature, camels. It was time to add some trims to my... Oh nice, a shipwreck, which is where I found a co-smithing template, which is a new item.